Uh-oh. They saying Mysonne is a crime boss. Front page of the New York Post because Mayor Mundabi hired him to be the justice advisor, a consultant for his new policies and stuff like that, and also to check policies. But let me tell you something. Mice, he's not a crime boss. How could a man, y'all said, robbed a cab driver twice and was convicted? How could that be a crime boss? From what y'all told us, crime bosses, usually in suits, whacking people. Movies are made about them. And these movies are like some of the best movies in America. Slick back hair. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Those are the usual crime bosses that America tells us that's crime bosses. This is straight racism right here. And I don't even rock with my song like that. This is straight racism. And at first, you got to give Mice a chance to see what he's going to do. You can't judge him. Judge his what he agrees on when it comes to policy. You know what I'm saying? He's just a justice reformist. As far as his position in the city hall in New York City, starting January, he's a part of the transition team. He don't have a job yet. If the mayor doesn't like the way the transition team is bringing forth, policy as far as they're advising policy and things like that, my son doesn't have a job. He's not even a full-time government employee yet. It surprises me because I knew my son. I don't know him now. This new my son. I knew my son when he was trying to be the Bronx general in hip hop. This is George Soros, my son, right now. This is Democratic George Soros, Joe Biden, my son. I don't know this my son right here. But I knew my son from back in the day. He's not a bad guy. Some people said he changed. I said he changed, but I don't really know him like that. We were cool. We had mutual acquaintances. We was even in a rap group together. Bang Bang Boogie. But I don't know this my son right here, And I'll keep it like that. I don't want to know this my son. But I do know that this is some racist shit that the New York Post is putting out there. And let me tell y'all, I personally believe that if he's around the right people and he's talking to the right people, my son have a chance of really helping this city. But other people look at it as a power grab. They thinking that he's going to get in there and he's just worried about himself and his social climbing in that city hall administration. And most likely, look, if I had to bet on it, I'm going to say I agree with the latter. I think that he's social climbing. I think he goes from City Hall and then he's going to try to go into the governor's office and then he's going to try to go in the White House and find a position, And that's just me. Because at the end of the day, I think my son do care about the people, but I also think that he cares about his name and the way he looks to the public more than actually helping the people. Because when it comes down to the get down, what did you really do? What did you really do? But go out there with picket signs, right? And get arrested, a staged arrest, which wasn't even a real arrest. Because when they do them protests, they already get permits and stuff like that from City Hall. And the white people tell the protesters, they say, listen, man, you got until this time, 5 a.m. to 6 p.m. to get up out of here. They basically give them a time limit on when and how they could protest. So that's not really bringing it to the street protesting. Not when you sponsored by Rock Nation and they giving you money to do protests. It's all staged. So I think Mike's got to really get more grassroots and stop looking staged and start getting down. You understand? You got to start really being there for the people. And I know this brother. I knew this brother. This new George Soros, Joe Biden, Democratic Mysonne, a big part of the Democratic Party. I don't know that Mysonne. I know Mysonne when he was trying to be the New York general in the hip hop scene. People grow. You understand? People grow. And hopefully he grows and he's really sincere and he becomes community based. I don't think he's sincere. I'm going to keep it real. I know he's not a bad guy. I know he's no crime boss. He stole $7, $8, supposedly, allegedly, from a cab driver. That's not crime boss shit. Crime bosses usually taking control of unions, strong arm in Hollywood. You understand what I'm saying? They doing real sophisticated crimes worth millions of dollars. You understand? Getting certain contracts from governments, forcing their way into those contracts. That is crime boss stuff. Mice, on a scale of crime, is very small. Allegedly he robbed some cab drivers for $7 and $10, and a cab driver got hit in the head with a beer bottle. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we can't say Mysonne is a crime boss. You know what I'm saying? I say give him a shot. Let's see what he do. I already know what he's going to do. I think he's just worried about himself and social climbing. That's it. I think that's what he's going to do. But he might really be there for the people and influence some policy that can help some of these brothers out, whether they're in the street looking for jobs or whether they're in Rikers Island or upstate and they get some type of relief from their sentence or whatever. He is in a position to really help the people. So at the end of the day, I'm going to leave it like this. Give him a shot. Give him a chance. I know what he's going to do. He's social climbing. That's what he's going to do. He's not a crime boss. Is he what they consider a house Negro? He's a house Negro, 100%. He's a house nigga, 100%. No disrespect. He's a house Negro, straight up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem with Mice. I want to see him win. I just know he's a house Negro. He plays like he's a field Negro, but he's a house Negro, man. You know what I'm saying? He'd do anything the white people with that checkbook would tell him to do. And that's why I think he's not going to be a perfect fit for helping the people. Because the community, we need something stronger than that. We need something stronger than some wealthy white man, ultra wealthy white man checkbook. You understand? And this ain't a Mysonne problem. You understand? Because this is this been going on for generations. One man who just been appointed some stuff in City Hall. I don't even know what his job description is. They saying he's helping with justice reform. He's a consultant. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what that is. That's just a title. But we gonna see what Mysonne do. My bet, he's gonna mess that bag up. That's my bet. You understand? But at the end of the day, we shall see. This is your friend, your brother, S1. I'm out.